What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. There is a fake notion here that we have to discuss here on Screen Fiend. The fake notion is that Mace Windu could have defeated the Emperor Palpatine. This fake, false notion has been going on for far too long, and I've entertained it by the brothers who like Star Wars and want to believe ain't no way he could have beat Sam. I like Samuel Jackson too. Mace Windu's character I liked a lot, but I am a realist. And in Star Wars lore, this was not the case. A lot of things you didn't know about was transpiring during this entanglement with the Dark Lord of the Sith. This was a long con. This was a game. This is four Master Jedis coming to arrest the Dark Lord of the Sith. And four Master Jedis wasn't enough. Four Master Jedis wasn't enough. Now, a lot of you believe the theory that Sam was the only guy that could stand with him. Samuel Jackson is the only one that would stand the first blunt attack force, but he wanted to leave Mace Windu. He wanted to leave Mace Windu as the last one because Mace Windu is conflicted and has dark side tendencies. He's the one. The others would not have done what Mace Windu had done. The Emperor knew Mace Windu's ways. It was part of his plot. It's to save Mace Windu for last. Master Windu, his attitude, the way he is stubborn, and the way he collides and go against order, he knew he would break the law or bend it. He knew Mace Windu would not want to take him alive and take him to the courts, that he would want to seek justice out himself. This was part of his plan to lure Anakin in. He could have killed Mace Windu at any time he wanted within seconds, and that wouldn't have brought Anakin over. That would have just made him more the murderer. He had to let Anakin see it. So he played his part in his role. But he had to disrupt all of the other Jedis. Now you're probably saying, how could he beat four Master Jedis? Very simple. Other Master Jedis are masters, but that doesn't mean that they're masters all around in their craft. Like, many of them have never encountered a Sith. The Sith have not been seen since a millennium. It's been almost 100 years before anyone has seen dealt with a Sith since Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Qui-Gon Jinn faced off against a Sith. And for a millennium, the Sith have been waiting patiently, ready to strike. And now you see the Emperor Palpatine is totally trained in lightsaber to lightsaber combat and is very skilled in that field. Now, he has a tactic that he used, which is called the Force Yell. Something that Jedis have not seen. See, the Force Yell breaks your concentration. It's known in the comics.
Under arrest, yes.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
Now watch this yell.
It's treason.
It's a Sith yell. Now watch, you're gonna see he already beats him. Mace Windu's gonna use a move he used on Django. There it is. Right there he's beaten. You see that? He was beaten right there. Mace Windu used the same move he used on Jango Fett, and it didn't work. The move he used to behead Jango Fett didn't work. Now, when the Emperor spun towards him and gave out that yell, that is called a force scream. And the force scream, what it does is it affects your ability to use the force, and your senses are a little bit off and knocked off balance, which allowed the three other Master Jedis to be taken by surprise and wiped out in a matter of seconds. Mace Windu was able to recover mainly because he had more time. Because while they were all shaken, Palpatine chose the other three first, and like I said, left him for last. He's going to go for the same beheading move he used on Jango. Watch it. The backspin. Whoop, missed, and he's beaten. So the Emperor wanted to beat him, he had him beat. So right here, Mace Windu is defeated. He went for that move. The Emperor ducked it, and was right there with the lightsaber at his chest. If he wanted to, he could have drove his lightsaber straight through Mace Windu's chest. Mace Windu was defeated. So he did not need Anakin's help in defeating Mace Windu. So get all of these fake notions out of your mind. He kept him alive because he needed Anakin to be there to see this. Because he knew Mace Windu was going to play his part. It's like knowing your friend is going to react a certain way when he sees or hears certain things. You already know what your friend would do in a situation like that. He knew how Mace Windu was going to respond and how he was going to go against protocol and say, no, he's not going to arrest him. Anakin was going to go to protocol. Windu was not. Now, in the book, was different. In the story, him and Mace Windu gets into a conflict where Anakin blocks the lightsaber of Mace Windu, and they get into a lightsaber duel in which Anakin beat Master Mace Windu and then chopped his hand off. There was an actual duel that took place between Anakin and Mace Windu after he blocked the lightsaber. He didn't just chop his hand off. Anakin chopped his hand off in lightsaber combat. And then the Emperor helped him. And what Anakin wanted to do, in case you guys didn't know, he wasn't there to kill Mace Windu. He was there to stop Mace Windu from killing Emperor Palpatine. But he never wanted to kill him because he knew that would be just too far, and the Jedi didn't want to hear him. He wanted the Jedi to know, I did the right thing. I stopped him from breaking Jedi law of committing murder. I stopped him. But once he did that, the Emperor knew, I got to kill Mace Windu because now we are in it together. He's an accessory to the fact we both did this. So now there's no way the Jedi would listen to Anakin. Now he's got to commit himself to the Emperor all the way. Now there's no way out. If he turns down the Emperor, he would have to answer to the Jedi for Mace Windu. So that was the catch-22. So get rid of that notion that Mace Windu can beat the Emperor. He could not. Don't forget to donate to the page. The Cash App is Carcino, Karceno.